mounted upright, and then it's got the short tubes, just come right over, boom. Simple. And I think that's where we'll pick up tomorrow. So tomorrow we will do the wiring. So we'll start plugging in all our wires in the back. Should be simple. I've got a couple other fun things. This is what we'll be using for the CPU power. So that's going to end up wrapping just around the front side. That should come through this gap right here and wrap around like that. And we'll be able to light that up. Come through like this. It's going to take a little bit. It's really stiff, but it should come through like that. Be lit up all pretty. Oh, that's a tight corner to cut. Man, I don't even need my normal extension. I wonder if I could just plug that in. Can I just plug this in? It's supposed to be an extension, but we don't need an extension. All right, may be tricky to use that. We'll have to see. And same thing for the CPU. So we'll have another one coming around over the top here. That's where this one will come in. That's our 2 right there. So we'll have then lights. I'm going to have to raise up the... I'll have to figure something out with the... I may even have to come up underneath this bar. Although these things are thick. I'm not sure if I can do that. Pin. If they had a taken all over town. Wow. Wow, wow. Yeah, those will take some finagling just because they're so stiff right now. You got drinks with the gas, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. Alright, so that's what we'll mess with tomorrow. We'll mess with the wiring, and I may put off the AIO is honestly probably going to be the last thing I do. Just because, well, maybe not, because once that's on, then I can really start fixing things in place, but... I don't know, we'll go from there. No diggity. Ross, you're awesome. Eventually I may put it in a case, but thank you for the lurk. For now I've always wanted to do one like this. I'm curious to see how the thermals go, and I've always wanted to enjoy, you know, all these pieces and parts that we spend so much money on, go through so much trouble to put it together and all that, and then we hide it away in a case that we don't always like. I like the way you work it. All right, time to clean up the workspace a little bit here. And I am getting hungry. That worked up an appetite. No diggity. I love even the bags come with the little ROG logo on there. That's cool. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. And then back to that power supply, even the cables come in this nice bag. All the cables, so nice. Corsair's definitely, they've had it together for a while. All right. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Although this isn't the most complicated part. Getting a little wore out and I don't want to rush through it, especially since some of it's going to be kind of intricate with moving around these bars and making sure I'm not pressing on anything on the back of the motherboard. I may have to move this power supply out a little bit. I have room, but like you can see, I may have to move it over some to the edge just to give me a little more room to work some of these in there. So, but yeah, good progress, good progress. That wasn't so bad at all. I'm glad I did go ahead and get that contact frame. I think that is going to make a big difference. Even though the Asus motherboard, nice thick PCB, and it's even got, I showed you guys the back of the board, but you can see how reinforced it is around the contact frame. It's got that thick steel. That's a thick steel plate to avoid just what I was talking about, where especially under high heat, for whatever reason, the AIOs were pressing down and it was causing a flex, and then it was getting a bad seat, and if you left it that way long enough, it was actually bending the processor to the point where now the pins weren't all making contact. So, you know, not only does that contact plate on the front really help with cooling, but really with that too, for long periods of time being sandwiched like that, just to make sure that now both sides are reinforced and cannot flex at all. At least it really, I can't imagine how it would with a steel plate on the back and that aluminum one there. So awesome. All right. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Get it, Bee Gees. Go get it, bad Spidey. God, that was such a cringe scene. So bad. But so good at the same time. Staying alive, staying alive. Can't wait till we're in the new digs and I can actually like stand up, and I just can't do that right now with the chair I have. Kind of sucks. So many times I want to, especially when it's stretch time. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you again, all my lurkers, everybody hanging out, watching that. Probably could have talked my way through it a little bit more, but again, you know guys, I get focused, and it's not that I'm ignoring anybody. I just, man, not used to having people talk to. But we'll get back to it tomorrow. Again, we'll do all the wiring. Did I just do that backwards? No. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. And I have to pull the SSD out of the PlayStation tonight. I've cleared it off. Just been dreading the whole reformat process. So we'll do that, and we'll put the SSD on the motherboard, and we'll get it all wired up tomorrow. And if all that goes well, we'll go ahead and power that bad boy up. Put the AIO on and get it done. It would be nice to start running tests and stuff this weekend because we've got to be out. Matter of fact, we're going to start moving in a couple of days before the 1st on the new house. Ooh, doggy's been shedding a lot. You can see it with the light now. Have to go get a lint roller, doggy. We need to go get you a haircut, Bubba. There we go. Thank you, guys. That was fun. And we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We got more to do tomorrow. The other reason I'm kind of not finishing it right now is because my recording didn't work. So even though I tested all these cameras last night, they were all working, and I tested my recording, and it was working last night. And now none of that decided to work now that I'm live. So that's why I was kind of showing things over here too, because I was recording on my phone and streaming to you guys. So hopefully that came out right. If it didn't, I'm going to have to reshoot all that. So that's why we're stopping a little bit early right now, not finishing it. And to entice you guys to come back tomorrow. Come help me out. Tomorrow will be a little bit more of the fun part, especially if I get to power it up. So routing the wires and making it look pretty and putting the fans on. Start doing some of the finishing touch stuff. And that AIO, I'm telling you, we opened it yesterday and unboxed it. That thing is gorgeous with that huge curved screen on it. That thing is amazing. That's one of Asus's newest AIOs. That's not the one they provided me. I did upgrade there. You guys will remember a while ago I unboxed the Asus Strix LC3 360 AIO, and it's an awesome AIO, and honestly almost everything about it is exactly the same as the one I have now. It's just the pump is a generation newer. It's got that big screen so that I can monitor all the stuff on board and not have to have like an overlay up while I'm gaming or streaming or whatever. I can just flash over at the motherboard, see exactly what my temperatures, my clock speeds, all that stuff is right there. So that's the biggest difference. The fans are a little bit nicer too in the way that they connect to each other. But other than that, it's kind of the same. But I really, especially with it not being in a case and being open air like that, I wanted to make sure that I could see that without having to put it on one of my screens and, you know, cover up chat or cover up the game or, you know, whatever. So that's that. That's that. Tonight, we start the fire. All right, let's bring the mic down. I love this mic arm too, by the way. This is great. It's the first time I've had to use it like that. Almost sat on my power supply box. The way this place is. Oh, I'm gonna need a nap after this too. Bow. So tomorrow, like I said, that's what we're gonna do. Be here or be square. Gonna finish a monster. It still doesn't set in. Looking at that, seeing those 2 sticks of RAM and realizing that it's 96 fucking gigs. How can they fit all that space on them 2 little sticks? God, that is gorgeous. And it matches so perfectly with the all black like that. That shiny black top to it. Really matches that motherboard well. That's got me hesitant to put any of the stickers on it because of that. But dang. Dang. That'd be some fancy. And again, you guys can read my review on Reddit. It's in the Asus ROG post, or however that works. If you go to Asus ROG, you guys should see it there. Because again, this is an awesome motherboard, and if you're just going to be gaming and you need to save